Look, Brian, 2 shark fins.
Hey, more is always better.
Oh yeah.
It's okay. We'd like to interrupt this episode and let you know that our sponsor this week is us. If you want to see anything about cars, head over to TTC Cars and see things like this.
Or for truck and SUVs, head over to the Texas Truck Channel for more stuff like this.
Welcome to Texas Truck Channel. I'm Brian.
I'm Craig.
And today we are driving the Nissan Ariya. We've covered this about 3 times before, or 2 times before at auto shows. We think it's beautiful. We're going to talk about how it drives today. It's our first chance to drive it. And this is the 23 model. It's the EMPOWER Plus, which means it has the bigger battery, 289 miles of range. We'll talk about power in a minute when we get to that section of the motor. But it is 2-wheel drive instead of 4-wheel drive. 4-wheel drive is coming soon, or really all-wheel drive is how we should call it. But this is the first all-new thing from Nissan in a while. If you look at the rest of their lineup, every single product is about 10 years old in terms of chassis and platform. Now they're all refreshed. Every single thing's been refreshed in the last year or two, and they look current, but they drive like they're 10 years old. That's just the nature of using old chassis, even though they're updated. This is ground up completely new, and it's EV only. So let's talk about the look on the nose. Craig, there's a word for this.
Yeah.
Real, what is that?
Kumkyo.
Kumkyo.
It's a traditional 3D pattern.
Well, if you look, let me see the camera real quick. I don't know if people are going to get it at that angle, but there is a hexagonal / squares in here. We'll try and find a better photo of it. It's hard to get on camera, but it looks pretty good. This one's in their dark blue color, which I like a lot. And the new Nissan logo with the white outlines are pretty cool. I like that a lot.
Brian, it's a timeless Japanese futurism. That's what it is.
I believe that.
Yeah. Okay.
Is that what that word means?
I don't know. It's just the whole design in general. Yeah.
Come right here. Look right here. This is an actual active air curtain right there. That's what that vent is for. And we're seeing this a lot on cars. And you see the air comes out right here and shoots around the wheel. It's all about MPG or MPGE in this scenario. These are working with Dunlop tires. These are the Grandier. We've driven these before. They're totally fine. No complaints. It's an 18-inch wheel. These are in black, and they're Craig's favorite. They're directional. The brakes are they're dual pod up front, but they are vented and they're pretty beefy. We'll see how those work. I think they're gonna be pretty good. Look at this fender flare here. You see that?
That's a crossover, baby.
That means crossover. It does not mean off-road because it's not flat black. No one's really being serious about Instagram camping with this one.
Okay, it's just for looks.
Yep, just for looks. That's okay. You do have a polished piece, not polished, the silver piece right here.
Yeah, satin.
Satin, and then you've got black on the bottom. You don't have the chrome. I think it works really well. Yeah. I actually like it a lot. And you have a lot of complex shapes going on here in this panel. Tapers in. I can see a few bend points here and here. Comes back out.
It's that futurism.
It's the Japanese futurism. Looks pretty good. On the back hatch, you do have, and that's a CUV part. Here's your airfoil right here. It's an actual spoiler with active real aero, not active, but real aero. Look down here, check out the tailpipes. Oh wait, there aren't any, don't worry. It's actually an EV. And this one has radar sensors everywhere, but this is the EMPOWER Plus. And that Plus gives you the bigger battery. It's an 84 kilowatt hour, I believe.
Yeah, 8483.
8483. This particular unit is $59,000 as it's equipped, but it's loaded up pretty well. It has everything but all-wheel drive. So this is going to be the top end of the range. The all-wheel drive dual motor is going to be a little bit more, but it's going to be pretty close to that. So just know that.
Look, Brian, 2 shark fins.
Hey, more is always better.
Oh yeah. Oh, check the fuel door.
Is it capless?
Let's see. Wait a minute. Oh yeah.
It's not gas, doesn't matter.
Never mind.
But it does have a spring-loaded cap. So the way this works is if you have a level 2 at home, you're gonna have a plug like this. And that's really, if you own an EV, you're gonna want that. If you go to a DC fast charger, it has a different problem that uses all these at once for fast charging abilities.
And if you don't have a Tesla, everybody has the same. Thank you.
Thank you for being the same except for Tesla. I really wish that was federalized and they're all the same. It's just silly to me. It's kind of like iPhones should have the same
like Lightning and USB-C. What are we doing?
What are we doing here?
Yeah.
Anyways, moral of the story is, if you have an EV and you don't have a charger at home or at your workplace where it's parked a lot, EV is not for you. Just putting it out there.
Yeah.
You're gonna spend a lot of time chasing chargers around your city. Let's check out what's under the hood.
Let's check into the hood.
Hey, real quick, I've got a question for the viewers. In Japan, do they call it hood or bonnet? Wouldn't say either, would they, be in Japanese? Doesn't matter, either way.
Stupid question.
Stupid question. Anyways, here's the motor, and it's actually on right now. And by on, I mean where's the prop throttle? There it is. By on, I mean the fan is running. This giant cord right here, orange is the code for I'm electric, check me out. This is good for 238 horsepower and 220 foot-pounds of torque. And I think we should just check out the interior, then go drive it.
One thing I am going to point out is all the HVAC controls are underneath here, which helps later when we get the interior. I'll explain why later.
Very good. Let's avoid this noisy car and check out the interior.
All right, Brian, on to the interior of the Ariya. Iki, Japanese, futuristic. What did you say?
Yeah, you said. I didn't say
So
it.
let's get to the back here, Brian. This is an all-new thing. You mentioned all-new from Nissan, and that's what's cool about this. They thought everything through. They've got a little multi-layered little platform here. Here's your charger.
Right,
That we were talking about earlier. There's another little panel you can move around, or you can, stick them in like this, and it's pretty cool. You can kind of look. You put your grocery bags in here. You hit the brakes. Everything slides forward.
Right. Put that layer up.
Put that up. Keeps it in one spot.
Here.
That's pretty cool. All right, Brian, let's get back here, because basically what this is, have you ever heard of the word ma?
No.
Okay, ma basically is a Japanese term that means something.
Well, why don't you tell them what it means?
I don't really know what it means.
Oh.
But what Nissan says is this is like a futuristic starship lounge. I can see that.
I can definitely see that. This thing looks awesome. Yeah.
All right, so I've got plenty of headroom in here.
Oh, no.
I'm getting close. I see a panoramic roof, Brian. I think you might have a problem.
My confidence is waning. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Thanks, panoramic light.
There's not even like a cutout though.
So in the futuristic starship, Brian, you still won't have headroom.
Well, I just need to drive. I think it'll work there.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Okay, but let's stay back here. I still got a few more things for you. Brian, we got a nice cup holder sitting at the level it needs to be, and it's got my coffee in here.
Parked super low. So
nope. I want you to notice this load floor. It's just flat, completely flat. There's nothing in the way. There's no hump. There's no transmission tunnel. There's no HVAC lines. There's nothing to mess with. We get USB-C and a nod back to the past, USB-A, and heated seats back here. It's kind of cold today. Kind of like the heated seats. So let's move to the front. All right, Brian. This is where it gets futuristic starship-y. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I want to move this back a little bit. Let me see this. There's a little button over here. See this? I just hit the button. I hold it.
Oh wait, you can move the console wherever you want.
I can move the console wherever I want.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
It's basically a sliding coffee table.
Okay.
Okay. And then I wanted you to see someone else here. Of course, there's drive modes you can select here, so you can change it sport, eco, whatever. Auto park, you can park the car for you. E-step, that's one pedal driving.
Okay.
Close and open. Do you think that's for a panoramic roof?
Yeah.
Wrong. Watch this. Hit open. Boom. That is a picnic table / workstation. I can put my laptop there. I can put drinks there. I can put
look how deep that
who
goes.
knows what I want there. But how cool is that? Want it out of the way? Hit the close button, and it goes away.
That is awesome.
And then you reveal this nice flat open floor. Again, HVAC lines are up front, which gives us all this space. Haptic buttons on this fake wood grain.
It's actually pretty good looking.
Which I actually think looks pretty good, and actually gives you some feedback when you touch it.
Get some copper
pretty cool.
here.
Nice volume knob. It works. It's nice and big and easy to see. Digital instrument cluster, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but it works here.
But I like how they've used two screens and they've done this taper along to make them look like they're one piece.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Here's what this is. This is a really good interior.
What about
you get cup holders, you get wireless charging.
Very good.
Basically what you're getting here, Brian, is, I'm gonna go ahead and just say it, you're getting the best interior Nissan makes.
100%.
Let's take it on the road and see what it does.
Let's drive it.
Okay. All right, Brian, we're in the Starship. Let's see how fast this sucker is. Oh, engaged.
Yeah,
okay.
that's it.
Go.
Come on. There it is. It's coming on gear.
Warp 8.
Now it's moving.
10.
60.
7.81.
Okay.
So our times keep getting better.
Yeah, off camera we did this. We tested it a few times and it's come down a tenth, not a tenth, but 100th every time.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, Brian, but we have to let everybody know, not everybody's had a chance to test the all-wheel drive version yet.
Right,
and
that's
neither
true.
have we.
That's
This is
true.
front-wheel drive only. And
Yep.
what do you get with all-wheel drive with EVs?
Not only do you get more traction, you get double the motor. You get double the horsepower.
Right.
So that's going to make a huge difference in terms of straight line performance.
Huge difference. Most of the estimates are in the 5-second range, which now you're all of a sudden you're in that quick EV world, right?
What?
No, Alexa, be quiet.
Be quiet.
So this car has Alexa and it keeps trying to help us. So
Right.
But it's not. You mentioned gearing.
Yeah, so everyone thinks that EVs have a 1-to-1 gear ratio. They don't. There is a gearbox in there because otherwise it would never get moving. And most of them are 2-to-1.
Yeah.
So for every 2 rotations of the motor, it's 1 rotation of the tire on the ground. This feels like it's 1.5-to-1 maybe. Like
It's a
off the
little
line,
taller.
it's taller.
Yeah.
So the actual RPMs of the electric motor spinning are lower. Not that that matters, but it is.
And just like in a gas car, which may help its efficiency at highway speeds, is what
maybe that's
coming
what's going
into play
on.
there.
I don't know. Maybe
We act like that doesn't matter in EVs, but it does matter.
Yeah.
And one of the things you always talk about and you rail against on EVs, it's not that we don't have anything against EVs, but why can't we have 2 speeds, 3 speeds, 4 speeds?
Thank you.
And I wonder if that is the future at some point down the road.
According to Porsche, it is already.
Right.
putting that out there, and they know a few things about making cars go
Right.
fast.
Now, Brian, I want to say that this is a very early car. This has what, 400 miles on it? Is
451
that right?
miles.
451
Yep.
miles. Range, you mentioned the range earlier, it's 290 something?
200, I think 91, yeah.
Okay, so this is a livable, usable EV.
Yeah.
Most people don't drive 290 miles a day.
Not at all.
They're going to
No.
drive at the
50,
most.
50, most people.
Right. Some may go to, even if you have to go to run errands, 100, 150, you still got range.
Yeah.
And if you end up back home and you got a charger, you're in business.
You're in business. And again, like we said in the intro, if you were going to own an EV, you need a plug at your residence, or you need to work for a company that has a plug in the parking lot. If you have either of those things, then EV makes a lot of sense. If you don't, and you're relying on public charging, you're going to be really frustrated in day-to-day life. Just maybe don't do it yet.
Right. Okay, ride and drive. Drives like a car.
Drives like a car. It's
I'm in a
comfy.
crossover.
Drives like a crossover. It's comfortable. It's quiet. The road noise is less than I thought it would be.
The road noise is actually really good.
Yeah,
Actually really good.
As a thing of luxury, that's what this is.
Yeah. Now this thing is $60,000.
It is $60,000.
I am curious what the cheapest version is, but this is a good practical EV.
But for $60K, that's in the mix of others.
That's true.
And this interior is really nice.
It is really nice. Speaking of nice,
the headroom could be better for the driver and
you,
in the rear. Yeah, for me.
But let me ask you about, speaking of nice, compared to the other EVs on the market right now, the Kia EV6,
Right.
whatever it is we drive,
EV6, yeah.
the Hyundai Ioniq,
Yeah.
the Mustang Mach-E.
Yep.
How does this compare to those as far as interior and ride and drive?
As far as interior, the Mach-E interior is the best interior Ford makes, period. Just like this is the best interior Nissan makes.
Agreed.
They're trading punches.
On both those, yeah.
I think the color palette and the materials used look more luxurious in here.
Agreed.
But I think if you're into the sporty thing, the EV6 looks cheap compared to the Mach-E.
Okay.
The Ioniq is just kind of its own thing, and I like it too.
Weird hip thing.
Weird
yeah.
hip thing. If it's for you, it's for you.
Yeah.
As far as ride and drive goes, the two-wheel drive version, single motor of the Mach-E is rear-wheel drive, not front-wheel drive.
Yes, love
and that
that.
makes all the difference.
It does.
That's part of that launch probably as well. It's probably tapering power to make sure there's no wheel spin.
Right.
In this.
Okay. You talk about the best interior Nissan makes.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things I think the benefits we're feeling out of this car, as far as like road noise goes and fit and finish and quality and some of the things we've already talked about.
Mm-hmm.
Brian, here's what I'm going to say. I think this is the best car Nissan makes.
You know what? I'm going to agree with you. I am. And I'm not Captain EV. This is really good. It's nice. It looks good. And it's the freshest thing they have right now.
And you can feel it.
You can feel it. Yeah.
Good job, Nissan. Keep making more of this stuff.
Love it. If this is where they're going, I'm happy about that.
Yep.
It's good direction. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, put it down below. If you have an Ariya, let us know how it's going for you because these things are pretty fresh. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.
See ya. Engage!